This is your time to get what you want. Go work that thing with Work That Thing supplements.
Are you ready to obtain ultimate success in the game of life within your company, business, school, or group? Then Tyrone Poole is your go-to informational speaker. With his 22 plus years of experience in excelling to the highest level of achievement, he will teach you proven principles that will yield maximum results. Book Tyrone now for your next keynote speaker, corporate event, commencement, or K-12 event.
Well, greetings to everyone, and praise be to God Almighty for another opportunity to be here with you for a great episode of the Work That Thing show. I am Tyrone Poole, and I have a great show for you today. Not only is the topic fire, but I have two special guests who earned Player of the Game in our flag football game this past week. And I'm giving them my platform to the world so the world will know who they are, what they have, and what they can do. They are coming up in the next 15 minutes, so stick around. The purpose of the Work That Thing show, well, it is to inspire you, to motivate you with information that will create a mindset of action that allows you to overcome life's obstacles. But in order to overcome life's obstacles, you have to work that thing. You have to know who you are, what you have, and what you can do. And you must remember, overcoming any obstacle takes a mindset that will not quit. My question to you is, are you ready to work that thing? All right, well, let's WTT 100, shall we? Today, I want to talk to you about a crucial aspect of teamwork and collaboration: the alignment of vision. So today's topic is simply called the Vision Challenge, engaging every team member. Can we all just get along? Can we all just see the same thing? Well, while we often celebrate the collective effort of a team, let me repeat that again. As we celebrate the collective effort of a team, I believe it's essential to recognize that not every member may have fully embraced or partnered with the vision. You see, teamwork is built on shared goals, mutual support, and undeniable unified direction. Individuals coming together from diverse backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. Now, this diversity is our strength, the team strength. But, like a wise man once told me, Tyrone, you better watch those butts because they would get you in trouble. But even though diversity can be the strength of a team, it can also lead to different levels of commitment to the team shared vision. Yeah, diversity is good, but also diversity can create different levels of how people want to be a part of the shared vision, the team's vision. Okay, you don't understand what I just said. All right. How about this? Try this on for size. talking about vision, working together, right? One purpose, one direction, one heartbeat, one sound. Imagine a rowing team, right? Each member plays a vital role from the person who sits in the front to the person who sits in the back. But if one of the rowers are not synchronized with the team's rhythm or purpose, the boat struggles to move forward efficiently. Now you get the picture? So similarly, in team projects or activities, when not everyone is on board with the vision, we risk losing momentum. We risk losing clarity, and we risk losing cohesiveness. Now, this doesn't mean that those who are not aligned are not valuable. No, it doesn't mean that they're not valuable. They may bring skills, they can bring insight or perspectives that are crucial to the team's success. However, it's important to acknowledge that true partnership is a vision that requires more than just participation. That was big there. That's right. It requires more than participation. It requires passion, belief, and a shared understanding of our goals. Now, that's why we as leaders, captains, anybody who is trying to guide, it's our responsibility to foster an environment where every team member feels included and heard. We must engage in open dialogue. We must encourage feedback, and we must seek to understand the reasons behind any misalignment. Now, why are we not clicking? That's what we got to ask ourselves. When we are misaligned, we have to ask ourselves, why are we not clicking? Why are we not rowing together? Is it a lack of understanding? Is it a difference in values? Or perhaps it's a need for clearer communication. By addressing these concerns, my friends, we can work towards bridging the gaps and fostering a culture where every member can become a partner in the team's vision. Even if your responsibility is just to open the door and that's all you do. But because you are part of the vision and you know that in order to get people inside, the door has to be open, then you are a partner in the vision. So remember, it's not just about having a shared goal. It's also about cultivating a collective commitment to that goal. In conclusion, my friends, let's embrace our differences while striving for unity. At the same time, understanding not every member may currently be a partner in our vision. But with empathy, communication, and collaboration, we can inspire everyone to join us on this journey, the journey of success. So I believe together, if we come together, no matter what it is in this world, whether it's athletics, whether it's in corporate America, whether it's in the family, I believe if we can come together, we can transform potential into achievement and dreams into reality. We just have to work that thing together. That's it. So I hope that we embrace the message that I just gave. And coming up next, Reinhardt University flag football, WTT players of the game. So don't go nowhere. I'll be right back with these players of the game.
Winning! It's not just a crown or a trophy. It is the process. It is who I am becoming. And that is how we win. If you're going to hit your goal and if you're going to punch through your targets, you have got to see differently. You have got to think differently. You are going to have to connect differently. You're going to have to communicate differently. One day, I just decided.
My name is Tyra Poole, and my body is my business. Work That Thing Supplements and Apparel.
Expectation. You got to go to the next level. There's always another level.
All right, welcome back to the Work That Thing show. And coming up next, we have a quarterback who was 14 of 18 for 192 yards and 2 touchdowns and ran the ball twice for 23 yards. So no other than the player of the game, WTT 100 flag football player of the game, Miss Isabella is in the house. Bella, you go ahead and turn your phone a little bit. We got you going sideways. There you go. There you're right at the top. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the Work That Thing show. How you doing, Miss Bella?
I'm good. How are you, Coach?
Make sure we got you loud and clear. Are you good? Your audio?
Can you hear me all right?
All right, there you go.
There we go.
There we go. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing awesome. I'm doing better now. I'm doing better with that W we just got, and you throwing for 192 yards and completed 14 out of your 18 passes. I'm like, you almost had a perfect rating there as a quarterback, and then you ran the ball twice for 23 yards using your legs to help the Reinhardt women's flag football team finish 500 in the quarter. We got 2 more quarters to go. So I'm glad that you are here with us, and let us get to know who Isabella is. So tell us, where did you grow up? Tell us a little bit about that. Where did you grow up?
I grew up around here, so Reinhardt is only 30 minutes away from my hometown, north of it. I grew up here. I went to Woodstock High School. Grew up here my whole life.
Wow, that's good. Woodstock. So when you go home, right, it's like they say, like a rock throw, right? You're short distance. So
Yeah.
does that kind of bother you? Like, did you want to go farther away from home, or did you want to stay kind of close to home? How did that go when you became a senior and you were choosing where you were going to go collegiately?
When I was a senior in high school, I chose to go down to Florida on the state line of Georgia and Florida. Went down to Thomas University, played a year there, decided I want to come back home, transferred to Reinhardt, and now I'm here. So I did have a time away from home, and now I'm back home.
Back home. Come full circle, right? You come full circle. All right. So let's get deeper into who you are, right? So with that said, which strengths, should I say, do you believe you have that makes you a great athlete? And not only just an athlete, but a great person. What are those strengths?
I think I'm an all-around athlete. Like, I've played all sports. I'm at Thomas, I played receiver. Now I'm at QB, so I think I'm an all-around player. And then mentally, I feel like I'm confident in myself. I think I can do anything. So that has a big thing on me. But that's what I'd say, yeah.
Confidence. And, I always tell you ladies that when we recruit at Reinhardt University, we're recruiting athletes, right? I know they get tagged a backer or a wide receiver or a defensive back, a safety, but when you come play at Reinhardt University, you are classified as an athlete. And Bella's a great example. If you got skills, if you can help us win, you help us win at receiver, you can help us win at quarterback. But again, to be an athlete is what we're looking for. So playing flag football, I know you did a little bit high school, collegiately. Out of those years that you played so far, what are some of the most memorable flag football games or moments that you've had up to this point?
So I played flag 2 years in high school, my junior and senior year, and then I played 2 in college. So I haven't had a lot of time in flag, but I would say the best moment I think I had was definitely it was against Life. I was at Thomas, and we were in 22 on offense. I was receiver, slot receiver, and I went in motion, came back, did a wheel route, and that was for the touchdown. And then the defensive, they're on man, and I made her fall on the other side of the ball, and she fell, and I was tutty on the wheel route.
Wow. And in 22, a lot of people call 22, that's like spread offense. You got two receivers on one side, two receivers on the other side.
Yeah, doubles, yeah.
Everybody got different names and everything, but no, that had to be exciting for you to score. I think it's exciting. I know myself being a former athlete, whenever I got an interception, it's like you get patted on the back by your teammates. They jump on top of you and everybody's clapping for you. So that had to have been a great moment for
sure.
you. Yeah. Books. And let's get a little bit deeper. I know you do reading. If you're going to be in college, you got to read, right? Or you got to look at movies, right? I know for me, I am a big movie buff. And I think that there's a lot of life lessons in movies and when you read books, right? Depending on what type of book you read. But what are some of your favorite sports movies, or maybe there's a book that you read that is your favorite that really has taught you a lot about sports life yourself?
I think I'm the same way as you. Like, I'm not really a book person. Movies is my thing. So I would have to say Remember the Titans. That's always a go-to.
Yeah.
That's my movie right there.
What's your favorite scene? Do you have a favorite scene in the movie Remember the Titans?
Probably when he's like, sunshine. That one. The sun.
Them locks not gonna grow back no time soon. He kept rubbing his head.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a good
man.
one.
Yeah, that was a good one. What are some of your favorite things you like to do outside of football? Movies. What else do you like to do outside of football?
I'm always doing something outside, whether it's any other sport. I just went on a snowboarding trip. I do snowboarding. I mean, whether it's a pickup wiffle ball game, spike ball, volleyball, like I'll do anything outside, anything sports.
So would you say that you are an extremist in like sports? Like you say snowboarding. I want to do snowboarding, but I'm kind of scared, like trees and everything,
Oh yeah.
I might go off. I don't have no control, but do you find yourself like being an extremist, like sports person?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm always doing something with sports.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is so awesome. All right. So let's talk about a little bit about understanding the experience of today's athletes, because yourself, you are a role model. Whether you believe it or not, Bella, you are a role model. You have high school young athletes who are looking up to you. You are the next generation to bring up the next generation. So what are some biggest challenges or some of the biggest challenges that you have faced as a student athlete, whether high school or in college?
I mean, being a student athlete, obviously you gotta be a student first, then athlete. So whether it's like we're traveling this Thursday, so I have a project due this week, so I have to get that project done before we travel. So like you gotta weigh in like, what's more important. So finish, if you have projects, if you have work assignments, and you got to get them done before game day and knock them out.
That's student athlete. A lot of people, they don't understand, especially this day and age. You got to get your books. You got to get organized. If you want to be an A student, a top student, and also if you want to be a top athlete, it's just so much pressure and challenges that today's athletes have to endure. And speaking of today's athletes, everybody wants to be on social media, right? Social media, you got NILs, name, image, and likeness. Every time you look at somebody's social media, they're taking a lot of singles, right? A lot of individual shots, right? So they're trying to promote themselves, but it could be negative if you don't do it the right way. So how important is an athlete's public image?
I would say just public, like for a woman, it's like this sport's growing so much. Like you wanna like it's the fastest growing sport right now. And so just being part of it and like, being just showing everyone how it's like growing because no one believed in it. So just being there, being part of it, it's awesome.
You said you do a lot of things, whether it's life outside of flag football, you're a multi-sport athlete, you are a studious student. With all that said, you didn't get there by chance. Somebody had to guide you. Somebody had to direct you. What is the best piece of advice you gained from your coaches, mentors, or your parents?
Honestly, just going 110%, like whether it's in school, whether it's at practice, games, like reach out to coaches, like you gotta put in the effort. You can't just be like, oh, like, it's gonna come my way, but you gotta throw yourself out there. You gotta try 110% at all times.
Go 100%. Now, you just received advice, go 100%. Now, like I said earlier, you are now a role model. You now are a mentor. You now will become a coach. So, what advice would you give these high school flag football players, like you said, who are becoming a part of a fast growing sport, flag football? What advice would you give high school flag football players regarding making the transition from high school to college?
Don't give up. Like I said, go 110%. I mean, it's not easy to just go to college for a sport. You gotta reach out to coaches, send film. Like I was busting my butt reaching out to coaches all around, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, all these schools. And when I was out of high school, there weren't a lot of flag football schools out there. So it was only probably like 10, 12, and now there's 20, 30 schools now. So it's growing. I mean, reach out to coaches, film, all that good stuff, and then reach out.
And as you say, that's great advice as well. And then on the flip side, you again will be a mentor or a model to some upcoming high school athlete. And I say that to say this, that you will one day finish your collegiate career as a flag football player, as a student. What do you see yourself accomplishing in the next 5 to 10 years?
Honestly, I'm gonna finish up college, get my digital marketing, business degree, all that, and then I'm also in this business with my dad about business and all that, marketing and all that. Um, get involved in that more. Um, just study. I want to get involved with I'm close to the Falcon Stadium, Brave Stadium. Get internships there for marketing and learn what they know. So get involved in that.
Got it all mapped out. That's a great thing to have. Now, I want to ask you a couple more things here. Game preparation, game sports. I think is a great metaphor for life. It's a great metaphor for life. So, how do you prepare mentally and physically before a game or any type of competition? Could be in life, but particularly sports. How did you prepare to go 14 of 18 for 192 yards and a couple of touchdowns. What did you prepare? How did you prepare yourself mentally and physically before each and every game?
I mean, of course, my team's always there for me to hype me up. We get there a few hours early, lock in, put our headphones on, listen to music, look good, put eye black on, just walk the field, all that good stuff, and get hype.
You got to, everybody has their routine. I know it myself. I would, like you say, put the headphones on. I had my playlist and I would just zone myself out, and I would use visualization before the game. I always felt like I had to play the game before I actually played the game. I play it mentally before I play it physically. So I think having that great combination of a routine is very important. Now, before I let you go, Bill, and I have your other teammate in the green room, the second player of the game from our previous game. But before I let you go, I got to put you on the work that thing hot seat. This or that question. This or that question. It's a challenge. Do you prefer this or prefer that? All right. Cats or dogs?
Dogs. Gotta go dogs.
Gotta go dogs. Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Calls or texts?
I'm getting older. I gotta do calls.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Beach vacation or mountain getaway?
I'll do beach.
Book or movie? We already know the answer to that one, but I got to ask it anyways. Book or movie?
Movie.
Remember the Titans, #1, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ice cream in the cone or ice cream in the cup?
I'll do cone.
Cone. Pizza or tacos?
I'll do pizza.
Pizza. You like the sunrise or the sunset?
Set.
iOS or Android? Which person are you?
You said iPhone or Android?
Yeah. iOS, iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
All right. Well, Bella, you have worked that thing. You are now off of the Work That Thing WTT 100 hot seat. Is there any way people can reach out to you and learn more about you?
Yes, my email is idiapice@yahoo.com.
Well, Bella, thank you so much for being the player of the game, and thank you for helping us get our second straight win. Thank you, Bella, and I'll see you tomorrow at practice.
All right, Coach, I'll see you.
All right. See, everybody, that is what you get when you come to Reinhardt University. We create champions on and off the field. Now, the next guest that I'm going to bring up, this next guest had 4 solo flag pulls, 2 interceptions, both returned for touchdowns. Just had a quarterback that threw for 2 touchdowns and had a defensive back that just scored 2 touchdowns. So let's welcome to Work That Thing show, flag football player of the game, Miss Sanae. Sanae, how are you doing? Welcome to the Work That Thing show.
Hi, Coach. How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for joining us. Now, we got to know just as much about you as you know about yourself. So for all those who are watching, new people who are watching, tuning in, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up? And just tell us a little bit about your area of where you grew up.
Okay. I was originally born in Conway, Arkansas. And then about when I was 10 years old, we moved to Georgia. And I started playing flag football when I was a sophomore in high school. I played other sports like basketball and I did track. And then flag was just kind of like a second sport to me. But the more I started playing it, the more I started going to practice, I was just like, man, I really love this sport. And it started to kind of move its way over ahead of basketball, ahead of track. It just got to the point when the season was over, I was just like, that's it. Like I wanted to keep going, and I really wanted to be where I'm at now, a college athlete. So yeah, I'm just putting in just really hard work ethic, and just again seeing where the sport is today. It's awesome, and the fact that it still has growing to do, it's pretty awesome. So yeah.
In all of the sports that you named, basketball, track, flag football, very rounded athlete, what was your dream? What was your dream? Like if you had a dream sport, a dream job, what was that dream that you had as a kid that you said, hey, this is what I want to be? If I graduate high school, this is what I want to be. Because at the time, flag football wasn't around. So what was your dream as a kid?
So again, I played basketball. That was like the only sport I ever did until high school. So I have said that I wanted to, I knew I wanted to do something sports related. I knew I was just like, man, I want to do something. I can't stop sports. When I get older, I don't want to stop. I don't care what the job is. I want to do something sports related. So I always told myself I wanted to be in the WNBA and stuff. But obviously that kind of like faded away when I saw that I wasn't really as tall as other people. I'm only 5'4", so I didn't really grow that much. So that kind of like deflated. But a thing I always wanted to be was a teacher. I always loved, I think kindergarten or literally just like elementary in general was just like, man, I really want to do this. I want to have my own classroom and, teach kids and have the, like kind of like the experience that I had and try to give it back to other kids. So that was a dream that I had or a childhood career that I wanted to be, and I still want to be as of right now.
The way you describe your dream, the things that you wanted to accomplish, that's leads me to the next question. What and how would you describe yourself in 3 words? I'm like, you gave us a great synopsis of what you envisioned yourself being, the dream that you had. So what 3 words would describe you?
The first one I would say determined. I would claim myself as determined because I've always determined to get to the next level and to reach my goal. I would say motivated because there's always something that's driving or motivating me to be the best I can, and just to drive forward, always move forward, never look backwards. And lastly, I would probably say hardworking. That's for both, I would say, on the field and off the field, whether it's like in the classroom or just around my life. I just really claim to be a hard worker and just never back down. So I would say those probably 3 words. Be good.
Determination. I like that one there. Determination. I think everybody, if you're going to pursue something great, you got to be determined. You got to be determined because it's going to be a lot of obstacles and sometimes people and sometimes ourselves. We get in the way of our potential, our greatness that God has for us. Now let's talk about you as an athlete. Which strengths do you believe you have that make you a great athlete? Track and field, you started doing basketball, track and field, now flag football. What strengths do you believe you have that make you that great athlete?
I would go back to just the 3 things that just described me. I think those things, like just put them all together. Like I think that for any athlete, not even just talking about myself, for any athlete, whether it's middle school, high school, college, the pros, like just having those 3 aspects will make anybody a great athlete. Just believing in yourself and hard work, that all comes slowly but slowly. But if you put them together, that makes anybody, and I would say those would probably be my things of becoming a good athlete.
What do you enjoy most about playing flag football at the collegiate level?
Ooh, there's actually a couple things, but I would definitely say the pace and the competition. Whether it's people on my team or people on the other team, everybody wants to win. And the competition is way higher, way tougher than it is in high school, which is what I like. I don't kind of like things to be like easy. I like for it to be like, man, like even if we did lose like a game or we won a game, I like to say like, oh man, that was a good win. Or if we like lost, it'd be like, man, that was a tough loss, but it was a good loss, because it was competitive. So yeah, that's one of the things I like about college. It's not just getting there and you just like, man, I got it. Like it's always something that you have to work on. Even me now, like there's a lot of stuff that I still have to kind of slide off from high school and just kind of move on from college. So I like the competition level and the toughness.
That's one thing about when you move to the next level, that there will be deeper and steeper competition. Sometimes when we're in high school, yes, when we're in high school, we could be probably the best player on the field. We could probably have the most dominant team. But when you get to the collegiate level, it's like you find out, hey, there are other people who can run just as fast as I can. There are other people who can jump just as high as I can. There are other people who are just more determined as I am. So when you go from high school to collegiate, or from collegiate to the professional, each level requires you to take those internal pieces like you described that makes you. You have to take and elevate them. You got to maximize them even more. You got to raise that level every step of the way. So that's good. Being a student in college, just particularly talking about Reinhardt.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing about being a student, not just a college student, but a student at Reinhardt University?
I'll definitely say the small school size. You definitely, like, even in the classroom, I think probably this semester my largest class is probably no more than like 25 students, compared to like probably big schools. I know that I'm not afraid to go up and talk to my teacher or just ask for help. And you really have a good chance of like just knowing everybody in your classroom and getting like meeting new friendships and reaching out to somebody as like a study partner or something. And it just makes the college experience more, I guess you could say, like a breather a little bit, especially as someone like me coming in as a freshman. You have like a lot of worries and a lot of like anxious moments and stuff, but having like small school setting and stuff, it really kind of relaxes it a little bit. So I'll say that's probably one of the best things.
And you mentioned one word that I want everybody to understand. I didn't say this in the beginning, but you are a freshman. You are a freshman. And not only are you maturing off the field, right? But you are a freshman who is starting at a collegiate flag football program, right? And myself being the head coach, I don't just put anybody out there, right? Based off of my background. But I'm like, for you to be a freshman and to be out there playing and having great games like you had this past week, I see nothing but the great future for you. And of course, I'm going to help you as much as I can as we start to spend our times working together before practice or after practice. So with that being said about collegiately academics, right? Let's talk a little bit about academics and athletics, because it is a big jump going from high school to college. Most high school athletes, the parents, they're there to remind them, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? Get up, you got to go here. So your parents are there to help you in high school. Now, when you get to college, it's a little bit different. So how do you balance being a great athlete and balancing being a great student? How do you balance academics and athletic responsibilities?
Just starting from, I'll even go back from all the way from August when we weren't technically in season. That was kind of like the beginning. Definitely time management is probably like the biggest for college students, especially for an athlete. Time management, setting alarms, writing stuff down so you don't forget, making sure that you eat breakfast in the morning so you can stay fueled, or just make sure you're eating throughout the day. Getting to practice on time, definitely time management, writing stuff down. And then I would say the second thing would be like prayer. Just talking to God, whether it's, every night before you go to bed, every morning when you wake up, or even both. Just letting him know that, or letting him know that you're there and he's there. And putting both of those together, I think that would really, or that really has helped me from where we are now, from all the way from August. So, especially again, having my first year in college, that has really helped me a lot.
Now, these next set of questions that I'm going to ask you are pretty much catered towards understanding again the experience of today's athletes, right? It's totally different era in which I came up in. Some of the principles are the same, but the experiences are totally different. What do you believe is the greatest challenge that most athletes are facing today?
I would say not knowing their true potential. And I remember you mentioned that to me beginning, not knowing like true potential and where someone can really lead up. Just doubt and like non-confidence. I think they really like slow an athlete down and not like truly playing their true game. So I would say that would probably be one.
Now, with that being said, as the question I asked Bella, your teammate, what is the best piece of advice you have gained from coaches, your parents, or a mentor? What is the best piece of advice that you have gained that you're like, wow, that was one of the things that helped me advance?
I'll use an example again, Coach. When you told me not the last game, but the game before that, have the water wash off like a duck's back or whatever.
Okay.
Just making sure. I think I said that right. Just making sure. Just because it has something bad happen, or like miss a flag pull or something, just make sure to like just wipe that off and just forget about it and move on to the next play. I would say that definitely helped me, especially for the next game, because keeping all that and just having that in the back of your head really slow you down and get in your head. So I would say that's probably one of the best advice that I've heard recently. So thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for listening, because we all have experienced something where somebody's giving us some advice. And like you said, I got that piece of advice from my defensive back coach when I was with the Carolina Panthers. And like you said, he would tell me, because I would let things like get to me, right? Just get to me.
Yep.
And I didn't know how to like separate it, because I wanted to be the best that I could be, right? I didn't want to disappoint nobody. And he told me simply, he said, let your problems be like water on a duck's back. So he explained it to me. He said, you've never seen water bead up, or you've never seen water soak into a duck, or it rolls up, it beads up on the feathers, and it rolls right off. So that's how you have to treat problems. When they hit you like water, you just got to let it bead up and then roll it off, right? Don't forget what happened, but don't let what happened make you become less than the greatness that you can be. So that's a piece of advice I hope everybody takes. So speaking about advice, same question again. What advice would you give a high school flag football player regarding making the transition to college?
Never quit. Just keep going. Especially for girls that are in high school right now. This is like the thick of it. Like, this is where flag is like really taking off and stuff. And just keep working. And like I said, like know your true potential. Like, know that if coach is looking at you, know that they're seeing something in you. Know that you they want you there for a reason. Know that you have your true potential, and just keep working. So
got to keep working, keep boxing. I always use the analogy of Muhammad Ali. There's a video where Muhammad Ali coined the rope-a-dope, where he would get himself in a corner and like he would just move back and forth as the boxer is just throwing lots of actual punches. So I would tell people just rope-a-dope, learn how to rope-a-dope, just keep moving, don't stop, like you said. So again, talking about the physical and the mental preparation before the game. How do you prepare mentally and physically before a game or competition?
Again, like I said, just the praying, praying him and asking him for a good game and asking him to be with me. And then just the relaxation part, just stretching and just telling myself, like, just listen to music and telling myself, like, we're good. Even if I'm not the stat it's called stat tracker today, I still got I'm still going to contribute and I'm still going to, play my game. Because like I said earlier, like, everyone's here for a reason. Everyone on the team is needed for a win. So just kind of like a deep breath relaxation kind of. So that's kind of like my routine. I'll take one inside before we go out. And then when we get out there, I'll kind of take another one, kind of look at the field a little bit just to make sure, see like what the line markers are, and then be like, okay, I'm good. It's go time. So that's kind of like my routine.
Well, continue to do that, because if that game got you those 2 interceptions, continue to do that as much as you can, so you get 2 interceptions and 2 touchdowns every game, right? Now, before I let you go, Sine, I got to put you on the work that thing hot seat, right? With the this or that question challenge. So here we go. Shopping online or in the store?
Oh, you got to start off with that one, did you? That one's kind of hard. I'm gonna go with shopping in person.
Build a snowman or a sandcastle?
Oh, dang, that's another hard one. I'm gonna go with building a snowman.
Everybody like the snowman, but you build a sandcastle, that means you're on the beach. So hey, either way,
hey, we barely get snow here in Georgia, so I had to go with it. So
hiking or swimming?
Oh, swimming, most definitely.
Bowling or miniature golf?
Bowling.
Comedy show or magic show?
Comedy.
Amusement park or zoo?
Amusement park.
You say what kind?
No, amusement park.
Oh, okay, amusement park. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok or Instagram?
I guess I'll go with TikTok. That one's kind of hard.
Again, smartphone or tablet?
Smartphone.
Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
Uber or Lyft?
Uber.
All right. Well, Sine, you have worked that thing, and you are now off of the WTT 100 hot seat. Last question before we let you go. How can people reach out and learn more about you?
Y'all can reach out to me at sagrow@gmail.com, and I'm free to answer any questions that anybody has.
Right. Well, Sine, thank you. Thank you for giving us opportunity to learn more about you. And I'll see you at practice tomorrow as well.
All right. See you, Coach. Thank you.
All right. Again, high school athletes, if you want to be a champion on the field and off the field, this is what we do at Ryan Hart Flag Football Program. This is what it offers you. I'm more than just a coach. I want to help you maximize off the field, giving you an opportunity to let the world know who you are. Because at the end of the day, what I've learned is not how many people you know, it's who knows you, right? So remember, the student is only as good as the teacher, and the teacher is only as good as the experience that the teacher has been exposed to. And I've been exposed to a lot. So I want to give you the opportunity to maximize during your years at Reinhardt University and also after the game is over. That's what I want to do. That's why you need to come on to Reinhardt. We are building a powerhouse at Reinhardt. So until next episode, I pray that you prosper in everything and be in health just as your soul prospers. And if today's episode was impactful to you in any kind of way, please send us an email and share your thoughts. info@workthatthing.com. Also, if you're having a corporate event, workshop, college program, church function, and you need a unique speaker with a universal message, then I am that unique speaker with a universal message. Just send me an email at info@tyronepoole.com. And please don't forget, you got to experience Work That Thing. It's all about the E. It's a mindset full of energy, a mindset full of effectiveness, a mindset that is efficient, a mind that is set in the right environment. So whatever excites you to earn that thing is a mindset experience. What do? We work that thing. What is it all about? It's all about the E. So until next time, people, love, peace, and joy. I am out of here. I got to go stop the fire alarm. It's beeping in the middle of the show. But it's live, people. That's what you get, right? So I'm out of here. WTT 100. Peace.